Hello, welcome to Tech 5. Today, I'd like to spend some time contemplating on the concept of renewing, rejuvenating, and taking the time to find what's needed for us in this specific moments of time and channel that, bringing it to our existence and shaping it as the way we want our life to be. So we'll begin in comfortable sitting position, whatever that might be. Close the eyes. Move the shoulders towards the ears and relax them back and down. Maybe even move the palms up to receive energy. And notice where the breath is today, right now. Begin relaxing the scalp. Relax the forehead, space between the eyebrows. Relax the throat, inside and outside. Relax the chest. Relax the arms and the hands and the fingers. Relax the abdominal, inside and outside. Relax the thighs, the skin on the thighs and the bones inside. Feel the subtle vibration of the circulation going on. Relax the knees, the ankles and calves and feet. Relax the toes and the heels. Starting from the heels, going up the body. Notice any areas of coverage with your clothing and mat and the air around you. Notice any smells. If you haven't closed your eyes yet, close your eyes. And notice what you see in your mind's eye. Colors and shapes. Notice all the sounds around you and also coming from your device, consisting of the soundtrack of this moment. Once again, notice the breath. And see if you can deepen it a little bit and throughout the pause, Use the inhalation to deepen yourself in a pose, and the exhalation to relax yourself in a pose. Imagine a ball of energy, pink color, spinning really fast. In your heart center. Imagine this ball of energy that is pink and it's spinning really fast, growing and growing. Becoming as big as it's big enough so you are inside of it. It's like a protective bubble around you being. The pink ball is growing bigger and bigger. It's as big as your city that you are in. You're safe and secure in this pink ball. I'd like you to contemplate on the thought of what is it that you need right now in this moment. Is it more health? Is it more abundance? Is it more calm or focus? Whatever that is, to bring you further joy and healing. Say it in present time. Repeat it 3 times in your head and set it as an intention. Move your hands away from the heart center with the palms down and begin making circles from the shoulders, while at the same time really pulling the fingertips away from the heart center. Make it faster. Feel the breath going all the way to the bottoms of the lungs, expanding the belly forward and sideways on inhalation, filling the lungs with air like a pitcher with water. Place the palms up towards the sky and reverse the circle. Place the palms down, move right arm forward, left one back. And left one forward, right one back. Again, right one forward, left one forward. Begin incorporating breath with that as right one inhale and left, right one exhale and left. Inhale, right, left. Exhale, right, left. Relax the hands, shake them off. And then move the fingertips away from the crown of the head. Left ear towards the left shoulder. Right fingers are wiggling. Full breath. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Left fingertips are wiggling. Once again, left ear towards the left shoulder. Right fingers are wiggling. Moving the chin forward. And then moving the chin towards the sky. One more time forward. One more time towards the sky. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Wiggling left fingertips. Moving the chin forward. And chin towards the sky. Once again forward. And towards the sky. Right arm forward. Wrap the left one around and move the right arm towards the left with the help of the left hand. Look towards the right. Left arm forward this time. Wrap around with the right and help it go towards the right. Look towards your left. Both arms in front of you, interlace fingers, and begin caving in the top parts of the body, including the neck. So chin is towards the chest. Keep the bottom part of your spine straight. The tailbone is tucked in. Inhaling, hands above the head and rotate towards the left. Back towards the middle, rotate towards the right. Back towards the middle and float the hands down. Place them behind you, chest towards the sky. Chin towards the sky. Try not to collapse the shoulder blades on the back. And then change into tabletop, hands and knees underneath us. Each time we are on the hands, regardless whether if it's a tabletop or downward facing dog or whatever that is, we want to keep the fingertips spread, always spread. So that way we are protecting the wrist. Elbow says shy of lock. And if you do have anything going on in the wrist, any kind of sensations or injuries, maybe even get into fists with more of the weight on the first two knuckles of the pointer finger and the middle finger. Inhale the head and the tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, pushing the mat away with the ankles and with the hands. Full expression of the pose with the breath. Exhale, push the mat away. Moving towards your feet and child's pose. Hands forward, sitting on the ankles. Walk the hands towards the left side of the mat and even outside of the mat. Walk them towards the left, extending really good the right side of the body. Moving the breath on the right side and also on the backs of the lungs more. Move the right palm on the top of the left hand. Walk the hands towards the middle. Walk the hands towards the right side of the mat, maybe even outside of the mat. Move the left hand on top of the right hand. Breathe into the side body on the left side and also on the backs of the leg. Walk the hands back towards the middle. Rise into tabletop and place fingertips backwards, pointing towards you. And then begin, just make sure that the elbows are side locked, and then begin leaning back towards your feet. You'll find the first point of resistance. It might be just from one of the forearms or arm, or it might be in both of them at the same time. Just notice differences. First point of resistance. Send the breath where it's needed. Remember inhaling, moving into the stretch, and exhaling, relaxing into the stretch. After some time, you will notice release. You can then lean a little bit more back. Sending the breath where it's needed. Maybe there is a second point of resistance. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Moving forward to exit this. So the fingers are still going to be pointed backwards, maybe even like walk more towards the hands. The fingers are still going to be pointed backwards, but this time the palms are going to be out. So opposite. Same thing, leaning back. Find that first point of resistance. Maybe even walk the knees back. Breathe. Once you find the stillness in the pose, maybe lean back a little more. and breathe. And when you're ready, very slowly, get your arms out there, sit on your heels, take off the hands. Keep shaking the hands off, relaxing the entire length of the arms from the shoulders. Look towards your right. Towards your left. And move to your left leg straight forward. The right one behind you. Maybe remove the knees off the gap. And then the heel is up towards the sky. Both of the knees are kind of perpendicular to each other, moving towards the left toes. Concentrating on elongating the back of the left leg, the entire back of the left leg. So in order to engage the entire back of the left leg and help it relax, try to keep the spine straight first of all, and then even if you have to place the hands somewhere behind you or next to you instead of forward. Placing the hands forward would create this curvature in the spine. We don't want that just yet. So straight spine and flex the toes and point the toes. Then we engage the entire back of the left leg, sending the breath where is needed. When you're ready, inhale yourself up, strong straight core, and then place the right foot on the outer edge of the left leg. Get the knee towards you with the left arm. Prop yourself up with the right arm, and then begin to proceed towards the right. Look over the right shoulder. Keep actively pulling the right knee towards you. You're feeling so inclined, maybe you can move your left arm underneath your right leg, and then grab the hold of the right one. And bind. Keep sending the breath lower and lower. Into it, the breath is a little bit restricted, so you'll have to force it in to go all the way down. Without collapsing, but instead thinking, expanding and elongating, exiting the throat, lifting up. Right leg straight forward, left one back. Both of the knees are perpendicular. Maybe remove the meat from the calf of the left leg. If there's meat there. And then moving forward towards the toes. So in this one, remember, we're trying not to curve the spine, so not forward and down, but instead think forward, straighter spine. Maybe the hands are on your two sides for support, maybe behind you for bigger support, and breathe. Come back to your intention from the beginning of the class and repeat it 3 times in your head in present time. And if you forgot about it, what it was, that's okay. Come up with a new one. Flex the toes, point the toes, flex the toes, point the toes, engage the entire back of the right leg, expanding and elongating. Breathe. When you're ready to exit that very slowly, think about lifting up as you're exiting the pose. So we get the left leg across on the outer edge of the right leg, and we'll pull the knee towards us with the right foot, with the right arm. Prop yourself up with the left one, and then begin rotating towards the left, and look over the left shoulder. Maybe get your right arm and pull it underneath the left leg. And then maybe the left one is gonna go and reach out and interlace fingers into a bind and breathe. Binds tend to be really twisty, so the breath is restricted. You might want to have to force it in lower. And when you're ready, make sure you're not collapsing out of the pose, but instead expanding and elongating out of the pose. Both feet straight from you. You remove the knees off of your sitting bones and moving towards the toes. At first, we'll keep the arms behind us for support to keep the spine straight. Engaging the entire length of the backs of both legs. Notice how that feels like, the entire length of the legs. Then begin moving the hands forward, walking them one by one, and maintain the integrity of the spine being straighter, but expanding the backs of the legs. So incorporate a minor pulsation. Inhale, slowly back up. Exhale, move forward, push towards the toes. Imagine I walk behind you and I put pressure on the spot between your shoulder blades. Inhale, slightly back up. Exhale, pushing forward with the face, with the nose towards the toes. Breathe. You can keep going with that micro pulsation in the pose at your own pace. So inhale slightly back. Exhale forward. You can even do it in each breath. Very slowly, when you're ready, lifting yourself up on inclination. Right knee forward, and then left foot across. So stacking the knee on top of each other. Both of the sitting bones are on the mat. Breathe, and that would be already like way too deep, way too soon. Place the hands next to you or behind you and begin leaning forward. Inhaling hand above the head and move the left arm in front of the right into eagle arms, or just hug yourself. Drop your elbows down, chin down, arms down, breathe. Inhaling hands above the head and blow them down. Strong straight spine. So keep the right knee where it's at. Just move the left leg all the way around from behind you into pigeon. Sneaking into the pose. Slowly lowering. Maybe working the hands forward. Breathe. Where is the breath? Can you fully relax the entire right leg, including the hip and quads and all that? The entire right leg. Relaxing and releasing inside of the pose. Inhale, maybe walk forward more. Exhale, releasing in the pose and relaxing. To make this a little bit more stretchy, if you need extra in the pose, keep your right hand where it's at and thread the needle with the left arm and move the right. And turn towards your right side. That's optional. Optional. So, breathe. Very slowly exiting left arm from where it's at. And then begin walking towards yourself with the arms. Elevate the left foot off of the ground and maybe even get a hold of it with your left hand. And if you are getting a hold of it, maybe pull the left foot towards you. Maybe even put the left foot inside of the crease of your left elbow. Maybe even interlace hands, fingers. If you're interlacing hands and you're something like this, try to straighten your neck. As your neck is a beautiful continuation of your spine. And breathe. When you're ready to exit out, notice how straight your spine will be while you're exiting. First, release your hand, and then slowly the foot. Make a transition into child's pose. Move the left knee forward and then stack the right knee on top of the left. This time, make sure both of your sitting bones are on the mat. Stacking the knees. Breathe. Inhaling, hands above the head. And this time, we move right arm in front of the left and interlace for eagle arms, or maybe just by yourself. Moving the elbows down, hands down, chin down, breathe. And here is a good time to repeat your intention from the beginning of the class to dancing head again. When you're ready, inhaling, hands above the head to make sure the spine is straight as you exhale, and we will move that right foot behind us for pigeon on this side. Then begin lowering, perhaps dealing with big groups of muscles here, so to take more time. Release. At some point, maybe walk the hands forward. You don't have to, but you can. Thread the needle with the right arm underneath the left one, as it will reinforce more of the stretch if you need more. And look towards your left. Relax the entire left leg, including the hip and the thigh and the quad. Breathe. Very slowly begin walking the hands towards you and lift the right foot off the ground. So maybe get a hold of it with your right hand. And if you're reaching the foot, maybe then you can bring it closer towards you. Maybe at some point put the foot in the crease of your elbow and maybe grab interlacing fingers. If you do that, straighten your neck. Where is the breath? Notice differences between the sides. Like I do notice differences in my side. This squat is way tighter than my left one. Oh well. No judgment, just notice differences. Letting go first of the binds with the fingers and then placing the foot slowly down. And then at some point, find your way into child's pose. Walk towards the hands, and now that we stretch the legs real good, place first sit on your sitting bones and remove any meat that you have underneath you, and then like shoulder distance in between the feet. And then place the hands behind you again, like you did before, and engage the legs, stretching the backs of the legs by pointing the toes and flexing the toes, and move forward with the face. Now, in this time, begin moving the head towards the direction in between your legs. And maybe even move the arms forward towards the toes, towards the feet. Imagine that I walk behind you and I press in between your shoulder blades. When you're ready, very slowly exiting that. And get your feet together and kind of like a tabletop but in reverse way. So fingers are pointed towards the sitting bones. And again, every time you are on your hands, you want to always spread fingertips as much as possible. If you do have anything in the wrists going on the fists. Engage the core and lift up into reverse tabletop. In some countries, it's just called tabletop. Keep the elbows sharp locked, so it's a micro bend in the elbows to protect the joints. Face is straight up. Lower, but hover. So maybe a fist apart from the ground, but hovering. Inhale yourself up. Exhaling, lowering and hovering. So do that a few times at your own pace. Full breath, inhaling. Hovering. Matching breath with movement. You can continue to do that, or you can incorporate a little bit more core by elevating one leg straight. Then change the legs. And when you have enough of that, lift and hug the knees. Look up on shoulder rolls. Grab a hold of the big toes and lift up off the ground. And then maybe straighten the legs to the side. Notice how the normal thing is to curve the spine instead, trying to move the chest towards the sky and really expand between the shoulder blades and also make the spine straight. Breathe. And when you're ready, hug the knees once again and find your way into laying position on your mat. I'll guide you through brief meditation to close our practice for today. Laying down flat, hug the knees towards the chest and make a couple of rolls to left and right to massage the spine. And relax the feet far apart from the tailbone. Relax the palms up, hands to the sides, and maybe just release the feet to fall naturally to the two sides. Relax the shoulders, the face, neck, arms. Relax the thighs and ankles and feet. And close the eyes if you haven't done so. And as you close your eyes, begin relaxing the space between the eyebrows. Relax the jaw muscles. Relax the cheeks. Notice where is the breath and how light it is and how heavy you are on the mat and relaxed. That pink ball of energy from the beginning of the class that expanded around Earth. It's actually keep expanding and has expanded quite a bit while we were practicing. So now it's encompassing the entire solar system. And galaxy and universe. Breathe. And begin noticing all the noises around you and from your device, the soundtrack of this place. Notice the air that enters your body from the nostrils, going to the lungs. Envision the breath going to the capillaries and cells, bringing you light and energy and oxygen. Notice the air on your skin and the coverage with the mat in your clothing. Notice any smells. What do you see in your mind's eye?
Rejuvenating and recuperating is healing and creating space for what's needed. Part of healing is shedding what's no longer needed, what's no longer serving you. Energy from the source and exhaling everything that doesn't serve you. Where else you can create space in your life for more of the things that you need, and release things that you don't need or want, or they don't serve you.
You can choose to keep them down, or if you want to get out of here, wiggle your fingers and toes and stretch your hands overhead, maybe in a banana shape. And hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. Take care.